What's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming again, and we've got Chapter 10, Return to Nomanisan Island Story for LEGO The Incredibles. We're going to get a trophy achievement called an Unwelcomed Guest for completing the level, and also one called Untouchable for skipping out on some goo. We'll get to that later. But let's go ahead and jump right into the cutscene right where we left off.
This was another mesh, outmoded but very sturdy, and you've torn right through it. What have you been doing, Robert?
I just need a patch job.
Darling, you can't be seen in this. I won't allow it. You need a new suit. That's much as certain.
Wait, you want to make me a suit?
You push too hard, darling, but I accept. It will be bold, dramatic, heroic.
Yeah, something classic, like a Dyna guy. Oh, he had a great look. Oh, the cape and the boots.
No capes.
Isn't that my decision?
No capes. No, go on. Your new suit will be finished before your next assignment.
You know I'm retired from hero work.
As am I, Robert. Yet here we are.
This next section of audio is actually copyrighted music. Now, it is lovely music, and it is very obvious that it is related to the incredible story, and so I had to remove it from this here video. So hopefully you guys can understand that, and I'll give you a little sample of what it was like. Da 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 da. It's very jazzy and smooth. And yeah, so there's just a little bit of time left before we get our audio back, so enjoy a little bit of silence before I ruin it with my nasally drone. Silence!
It is too early, Bob. I can't keep doing this.
Oh no. Are you a little frosty this morning?
Nice, Bob. Never heard that one before.
Come on, let's go put the train into weight training.
One time. Can we actually go bowling? One time?
All right, so it's time to get our world's strongest man training on over here. Essentially, what we're going to do here is push some trains along on the tracks. Seems simple enough. However, there is a small section of the tracks that is missing that old Lucius, aka Frozone, is going to have to lend us a little hand with. So the training session does involve both of these guys. And look at Mr. Incredible. Bob's all shaking it off there, kind of loosening things up, so to speak. Just follow the old stunt trail all the way over to the back of the train and go ahead and push it along. Yeah, push it along. We'll go ahead and engage at the end of the tracks, and kablooey, it actually drops a little, some sort of a chain there with a handle on it. So it looks like we need another one, but here is that pesky part of the tracks that is missing. So how on earth are we going to fix this? Well, there is another train at the end of the tracks here. We're going to go ahead and push that. Ooh, there's a purple over there too, it looked like. Might have been a bluesy, but I'm pretty sure it was purple. Go ahead and push this train all the way to the end. It's going to stop and wait for it. Uh-oh, a water barrel dropped out. Perfect. Now Lucius can go ahead and freeze it with his ice ability. But as you might have guessed, I am going to struggle with this whole concept of, freezing this. I don't know why. I don't ever have a problem with the melting with the gold, but with the ice, it always seems to be an issue. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh. I got a good angle. Oh, I lost it. Look at that. Or did I? Is it official? Nope, it's not. All right, we go ahead. And third time, fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. It's not working. What am I doing wrong here, people? I don't know if it's just me or if you guys have been struggling with this as well. Hopefully, it is just a isolated incident, and I'm the only one that has to deal with this. If it is, we'll go ahead and chop it up as user error. If not, we might have to contact old TT and let him know that something's not quite right there. Anyhow, we go ahead and push that train all the way to the end of the tracks, and as I already promised earlier, another chain with a handle pops up, giving us two. Now we can go ahead and work out for realsies. So go ahead and hop into the circle, hit the icon indicated, and away we go.
I only need a patch job for sentimental reasons.
Edna.
It's bigger. It's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too much for Mr. Incredible. Oh, it's finally ready.
After you trashed the last one, I had to make some major modifications. Sure, it was difficult, but you are worth it. I mean, after all, I am your biggest fan.
Buddy?
My name is not Buddy! And it's not Incrediboy either. I'm Syndrome, your nemesis! Oh, brilliant. Try this one on for size, big boy.
Huh? Whoa!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Gazerbeam, you're alive! Man, I was worried about you.
Wait. Do I know you?
Of course you do. It's me, Bob. Mr. Incredible?
Mr. Incredible. Yes. Yes. I remember you. Bob?
Yes, Bob. You don't sound so sure. Are you okay, Simon?
Huh. Well, I took a knock to the coconut. Amnesia, maybe? It must have been during one of my many fierce battles with those relentless robots.
That's it. We gotta stop the guy who built those things. Well, pal, you up for a bit of super work?
Yeah, okay. A bit of fresh air would be good.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, I feel better already, Bob.
That's great. Come on, let's go. That's it. This way. There we go.
So I absolutely love the way that they are bringing in these little side stories. Like when we meet Gazerbeam in the movie, he is no more, correct? I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but things are very different in the movie as they are here. And I think this is really cool that we get to go on this little side adventure. Even though it's kind of bending the how we know the story, it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so this is one of the last of these little hack puzzles that I get correct. I mess a few of them up. Little spoiler alert for you there, too. Oh, but got to get them all. Look at that. I got all of these for now. And it actually opens up another little puzzle over here where we've got this giant crane and these pods. And we need to shuffle these pods around so that the pod number matches the little pod, I guess, enclosure that they're holding out in. So you can see we've got 0, 1, 2, and 3, but we also have that empty one on the far right. We know that 0 is in the right place and the green light is on, so we're going to go back over to 3. Whoops. Settle down there, Brian. Go back to 3, and we're going to shuffle this number 1 pod over to the far right. This is going to open up the number 3 pod spot, and we're going to grab number 3 pod and stuff it on in there. Next, we're going to move number 2 on over, and then, of course, last but not least, we'll stuff that number 1 right in the number 1 pod. And all green lights should come on and open up the door and give us access to a good wall, which we'll go ahead and melt down with old Gazerbeam's pretty sweet heat ray. And look at that. So I finally caught up to what I was saying, and 1 and done. Go ahead and slam dunk it on in there, and there we go. We are officially ready to go on and get our melt on. So when you get control, go ahead and hop up there and try and avoid. I guess there's no other attacks. What's this? It looks like a little portal robot over there. Did you see that? I'm just now noticing that. Well, go ahead and carve out the old Suicle here by holding down your heat ray beam, and booyaka show. should give us access into the next room with, oh no, some bad guys. And these bad guys actually have a shield protector. So my advice is to go after the big shield guy first, but in my case, he activated the shield before I got there, and it did not work out in my favor. So as soon as he lets his guard down, sneak in for the attack. Oh, right there. Booyaka show. Oh, and he got me again. All right, so maybe third time is going to be the charm for me. I tried to heat things up a little bit with my Gazerbeam, but it does not work. And I try a third time. Yes. All right, I finally got him. Man down. Now, we've got some more guys floating around here, and you might notice there is actually this poster of Syndrome up on the wall there. That is one of, I believe, 5 posters scattered throughout. But as you probably remember, I'm probably getting tired of hearing me say it, but we'll come back in the free play for all of those collectibles. So don't worry about getting any of those now. There will be videos specifically for those, and they will have quick links down below in the video description to help you get through to all those quickly. Now, if you are already there and you're in a hurry, or maybe you didn't already know this, we do have a trophy achievement guide that Tyler P. put together for us on our website at HappyThumbsGaming.com. It actually has all of the mini-kit locations and a lot of the trophy achievement descriptions as well, so you'll probably find that quite useful if you make your way on over there. Speaking of making our way on over there, we need to, after we melt down that long, tall gold wall, we're going to need to lift up this giant wall. It's like a big block, but on the far left side, there's part of an acrobatic wall. So we'll go ahead and push it all the way over there. Ooh, nice move. And go ahead and hop it all the way to the top. And once we get up there, there's actually a handheld bar, which I start shimmying over to the right, and I think, nah, that's got to be a way to a collectible. So then I try to jump up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't go that way. So I actually have to shimmy all the way over to the right. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. And let's see here. We got a couple of goons up top. We'll make mincemeat out of them in a hot second here. There's another one of those posters if you're trying to get those. But we'll come back. Like I said, we'll have a flying character or something that will fly around and get those guys. But once we get up top, you got, what, 5, 6 guys you got to eradicate before stepping up to that hack terminal, which I believe is the next one that I fail at. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, look at that guy. He's doing the dirty work. Oh, wait, no, he's hitting me. I thought he was hitting his buddy. It looked funny for a second there. But that was because I had died and he was still in the animation. So, all right, we got that computer available now. What does that say? 3 days without security breach. Well, guess what? That is ending today. Now, you can see I just knocked one of those Syndrome posters off on the wall, but I don't remember getting the first one. It must have been when I did that super attack earlier. All right, so here we go. We got another one. This one is exactly like the last one I did. So this is not the next fail one. It's coming up, though. I promise. There is some failure in my near future. But we get this one and stack them up, stack them up, stack them. We'll take them and hack them. What's this do? Oh, yeah, it removes the old laser beam wall, preventing us from getting by. So we now have access to a whole new area, and all we got to do is just step up and throw our buddy over to that handheld glowing on the other side. So step up to the plate there, Gazerbeam, and I'm pretty sure I messed this up at least once. Oh, no, look at that, on my first try even. That was pretty sweet. All right, there is a glowing box on the ground there. Go ahead and foot slam it and rebuild those bricks into a little tight pants scenario. That's right, tight pants Joey. Oh, we didn't get to do it ourselves. Mr. Incredible came over. All right, the elevator doors opened up and a handful of bad guys came in. Now, did you notice he's got like a goo gun? Here in a minute, we actually go to a cutscene first, but in a minute we have this section where we got to get through these little twirly guns, and if you avoid all of the goo guns, you actually get that Untouchable trophy achievement. Oh, but hey, I'm talking through a cutscene. Let's go ahead and hop in this giant egg.
Wall of lava? That is incredible!
No, Mr. Incredible, you are incredible. This is just...
Oh, shucks, Gazerbeam. Thanks for the compliment. I gotta be honest, though. That flowing liquid hot magma in the back is pretty awesome. And, you know, props to TT and Warner Brothers for actually having some buildable items scattered throughout the lava room that happen to be lava lamps. Did you guys catch that? That was pretty interesting. All right, the middle right side of the room, or I guess the left side of the room if you're really being... precise. There is a spot where you can grab Gazerbeam with Mr. Incredible and toss him up to the top of the chandelier, and he will grab not only a Incredibrick, but he's also going to drop down a bunch of buildable bricks, which then we can fasten into this giant bell. And of course, we're going to ring that bell, ring that bell. Now, I had just watched a movie on Netflix called The Lego House with the family the night before last, and I thought that was really cool that they actually brought in the cake with a robot. Now, if you haven't seen The Lego House on Netflix, I highly recommend it. It talks about a house that was made by Lego designers and goes way back and talks about the original Lego toys and all sorts of stuff that I didn't even know. But I thought it was really cool that at their restaurant, they actually have robots made of Lego that serve you food. And then here in the game, they had a robot bring in our cake and serve us food. So I don't know if that was related at all or totally random. Maybe it has something to do with the movie and I'm missing out on that. I don't remember any cake being in the movie, especially in this part when he's in Syndrome's lair, so to speak. So anyways, maybe I forgot. It's been a while since I watched it, but anyhow, go ahead and spin this giant wheel around. Now, I did melt down or crash down the wall behind us, and there's an Incredibrick up top, and we'll need the agile nimbleness of Mr. Gazerbeam. Sorry about that, little brain fart there. And yeah, it's kind of a funny angle, and I'm not sure who that's supposed to be on the back wall there. Like, I don't want to make any guesses, but it does kind of look like a certain someone. And it's probably related to the movie and not what I'm thinking, but it might be a little take on something. And I'm not going to touch that, not even enough of that. All right, moving on. We got all 4 of the Incredibricks that were found throughout. And now we're going to step up to the plate and spam those buttons until those meters are completer. And then it's going to whirl around and give us a giant... What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I'm going to spoil it for you. It's a giant rock. We're going to use this crazy shaped rock. Oh, it's got bunny ears on it too. It looks like an old, one of those rocks from Easter Island, perhaps? I don't know. Anyways, it's giant, and it's going to give us safe passage through that lava. But not before we go, and got to get them all, got to get them all. Go ahead and run around and collect as many of those blues and purples, twos. And, of course, step up to the plate with Mr. Incredible. Nope. And spam away into the cutscene. So we'll lift this bad boy up, and like I said, it's going to take us away. Sort of. Coming up soon. I promise. Right about. Meow. You know, I'm just only now realizing how long this level really is, especially compared to the other levels of this particular game. We're usually done with a level right about the 20-minute mark, and we're at 18 and a half or so, and we still got loads to go. As it turns out, we're going to approach this weird floating pier here, and there's a multi-build once you smash the computer down. And we're going to need the left side first, as it's going to build a nice little railway, or walkway, over to the far left-hand area. Now, once we get over there, we've got some work to do, which will eventually lead back over here to the right build, and we'll make our way out to the far right, sort of, and then to the middle where it finishes up. So, lots of work to be done yet, and let's see, a handful of bad guys to smash. Looks like our run-bys aren't doing much damage. I was trying to take these guys out simply by doing the old China bull in a China shop type of thing here, but I ended up having to work my upper body as well. So unfortunately, yeah, that doesn't work quite like I'd hoped, but that's okay though. Moving along down here, we've got these little boxes. They're actually a little Metal Gear Solid-like. In fact, we're going to use them to sneak by and be oh so sneaky. And check it out, we're going to walk up and hop inside, but I don't think I go quite in there yet. Do I hop in there now? Yep, I do. Go ahead and sneak by. See, Gazerbeam's got some meltage to do on the far left side, but I feel like that's a mini kit. I don't think that's related to the actual elements of what we're trying to do here. And look out, jeez, that was a little crazy as far as my my Gazerbeam goes. But look at that inside. Yep. Mini kit as promised. So again, hey, feel free to grab that if you want. I do recommend that you wait until the free play videos are out if you're going to follow along with us, because it just makes it easier not to confuse which ones you have and don't have and things like that. So all right, we are sneaking by. Look at all those laser cannons up top there, just looking for something to pew-pew on. Not us, not today. We'll go ahead and make our way all the way to the far right side. And, oh no, I need Mr. Muscles, and I'm not strong enough to do this. However, I get kind of lucky as I get all the way to the far right side of the screen, and all of a sudden Mr. Incredible kind of appears here. So, look at that. I'll take it. Now, if it didn't work out for you, you might have to switch over to Mr. Incredible, grab one of those boxes, assuming he can go inside them. I mean, there's two of them, so he's got to fit inside. That box is pretty small to fit him in, though, if I'm being honest. Now, you can see here, we'll go ahead and lift up that block, which allows us a little higher passage here, and we can go ahead and get our cha-cha on. Of course, there is a checkerboard path on the far right side that is glowing, kind of like an airport runway, giving us the indication that we might need to push that down and drop those bricks down below, giving Mr. Incredible some way to get up top here. Because you can see we got a strength handle there that needs to be pulled, but yeah, we're not strong enough to do it. Gazerbeam just doesn't quite have that upper body strength. In fact, it looked like he's missed a couple of leg days as well, but not Mr. Incredible. He is good to go. But look at this, we go ahead and push that through. Oh, that slid through the laser beam, no problem. But it gave us a ladder to go ahead and get up. So I lied. It's not bricks to build something up. It actually created a ladder for us. So, woo to the whoo. All right, go ahead and spam that button until that meter is completer. And what do we got here? We got, oh, here we go. We got a little power overload. And it takes all those cannons out and leaves behind some twirly pulls. So we'll go ahead and switch to our nimble twirly pull spinner here. That's right, spin to win all the way across, and we've got ourselves a little wheel to spin around. Now, we also got the true super stud requirement, which gave us an extra gold brick. So those are really easy to get this time. I don't know why, but in most LEGO games, only 1 or 2 levels do you generally get the stud requirement in story. Generally, they're so high that you need a stud brick multiplier to get them, but not this time. They made it really easy for us. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Usually I wait and save that trophy achievement for the final level of free play. It's kind of like an added bonus, so to speak. But I don't know if I'm going to make it there because I'm getting all of them right now. So we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of waiting and see, we gotta make sure that Mr. Incredible gets over here, but I was a little confused on how to get him up here. Like, I know I need to get him up on top of this rack, but I was like, how do I get up there? And I'm like, oh, the bunny's lower, I can jump. No, not gonna work there, too. And for the record, it's not a bunny, it's a teddy, so my bad. But as it turns out, the ladder that we had earlier is safe passage back up top, and now, if you have the right angle, you can jump off the top down below. But look at me, I'm way off. And I'm going to miss because my depth perception is terrible these days. Like, I don't know if it's me or if it's the game, but I am struggling miserably with that. And I apologize, so hopefully you can forgive me. And who knows, maybe it's you guys too. Maybe it's just kind of a funny angle, as I like to say. I usually blame it on myself, as I know. Oh, whoa, watch that next step. It's a doozy. But yeah, I try to take fault because, you know, the developers do a good job. The game testers do a great job as well. Q&A is a tough job, but they usually do a pretty good. Every once in a while something sneaks by, but so far I've had very little complaints. I haven't had a game crash or nothing, so things have been pretty good to me. All right, spam that button to lift up the door. Oh, and once you're inside, hit that button, and it'll allow safe passage for Mr. Incredible in as well. Now, you'll probably notice that the computers down here are glowing, indicating that we need to do a butt slam or 3 and then rebuild them up into something useful, at least more useful than the computers that are currently there. But go ahead and take out the old force field guy to ensure a little bit easier attack session here, because that guy is kind of a pain in the old tuchus. And speaking of pain, this guy won't go down either. Come on, get out of here, kid. You bother me. I've had enough of him. Ooh, that was a cool attack. But, all right, we smashed those computers down, and we've got some buildable bricks. We'll go ahead and build it into a... What is this? What are we doing? It's a mobile computer? That's kind of a big computer, right? We'll figure out what this is. We'll go ahead and get our hack on. I think this is my first fail right here. Let's see how this works out. Oh, there's only 2 colors? That's awkward. Yeah, whoopsie. not so good. So, yeah, I kind of painted myself into a corner there. So, yeah, I missed 2. So, it's not that bad. And the good news is I already got the true super stud requirement, so it's not like I'm lacking anything. But look at that. Oh, it's a glove. What is going on here? It is, what? This is just madness. Oh, he's doing the moonwalk too? That is killer. You know, I wasn't sure what was going on, but it just made my day when it did the old moonwalk. I gotta be honest, that's pretty cool. So we've got part of what we need out in the middle now, but the left side is actually complete. So we can go back out to our multi-build right here, right? Remember this? And we'll go ahead and see what the other side will do for us. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something meaningful. And let's see here. Whoa, what do we got here? We'll flip the switch, and, okay, we've got another little pathway. Oh, so here is the goo. Now, you probably saw that we got that Untouchable trophy achievement listed on our main menu at the entrance there. Entrance. I don't know. I kind of made that up on the fly. But essentially, this is where it takes place. So you're going to make your way over to the far left-hand side of this newly formed tower after we flip that switch in the middle. Then we're going to go to the Soikle and pick up our buddy Gazerbeam and toss him up top. Once he gets up there, he's going to flip the button here, just like real quick style. And oh, look at this. It moves some pieces around, giving us, well, safe passage, sort of. We got to jump across, and we've got a couple of spots. Oh, this is the goo. Avoid the goo. Look at that. I went right through it, too. I kind of feel like this trophy achievement may be a little on the glitch side. So I made it through the first section, right? So there's 3 sections, I believe. First one is done. No goo on me just yet. Oh, look at that. We got to go ahead and fill that up and pew, pew, pew. All right, we'll take all them studs. Thank you very much. And all right, so here's the next section here. It's handheld. So we'll go ahead and jump up and basically just be patient. Don't be in a hurry. And you know what? Normally I try to get these level objective-based trophy achievements during the free play as well. I honestly didn't read that I had to avoid the goo. I did this all on my own without even knowing. I just was trying to not get hit, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole premise to begin with. And oh, look at that. We melted that gold down. Now we got some strong handles behind there, but we're not quite ready yet. Oh, there he is. I was going to say Mr. Incredible's not up here. So he makes his way up here. We'll go ahead and fill that meter up, and it spins it around. And it continuously goes around, and basically it's our job to go ahead and climb all the way up, again, avoiding any goo in our path. And you just need to make it up to that top spot, so it doesn't even look like there's any goo. Maybe I already completed. So maybe there's only 2 sections. Again, I didn't even read the description. I know Tyler P. wrote one in there on our guide, so it's there, and it'll explain everything to you, but I think that's it. And we don't get the trophy achievement until we get into the cutscene, so that's kind of weird too. But we'll get it, I promise. And it actually shocked me. I was like, what is that? I didn't even do anything. But it turns out I did. All right, so all the bad guys have been removed up top. We've got this bouncing brick pile here. We'll go ahead and build that up into something useful. Oh, it's another one of these computer hack terminals. So we'll go ahead and step up and see if we can do a better job. But, yeah, it's not going to work out in my favor, I don't think. Whoops, I got a little button happy there. Oh, no, that's right. This guy came and kicked me off of that. Like, how does that even happen? Like, normally when you're engaged with a puzzle like that, the game doesn't allow you to be shook, so to speak. But I was definitely removed from that. Oh, and even my super attack didn't take him down. So, all right, take that guy down, then approach the hack terminal. And here we go. We'll go ahead and connect our dots. La, la, la. This one's easy. I kind of redeemed myself on this one because, well, it's easy, and I get it right? All right, so we'll go ahead and collect all them studs. Thank you very much. Ooh, just short of the old 150, and into the cutscene we go.
Whoa, are you seeing a giant hand?
Don't be absurd, Mr. Incredible. It's some kind of robotic device that controls the directional placement of the walkway.
Sure, yeah, of course.
All right, that's our cue. Let's go ahead and run. In fact, I don't even mess with these guys that try to attack me. I just make for the hills. Now, notice, too, I still haven't got that Untouchable trophy achievement, and there was no weird magic of editing. It just happens coming up right about now.
I've got this.
Mr. Parr no longer works at Insurer Care.
What do you mean? He's on a business trip. A company retreat.
My records say his employment was terminated almost 2 months ago.
Come on, we don't have much time.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Huh?
Is this helping? Are you sure this thing's working, Edna?
Yes, darling, we already have his coordinates. You can stop now.
Oh, things are heating up. Oh, and look at that, an unwelcome guest trophy achievement for completing the level. Don't forget that gold brick for completing it as well. Now, we did round up enough stunnage to go ahead and complete that meter and grab that gold brick as well. No mini kits, as promised. Those will be in our free play. Or if you're in a hurry, you could go ahead and check out our trophy achievement guide that is on our main website. So, yeah, Gazerbeam is now officially part of the team. And yeah, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for LEGO The Incredibles Chapter 10, Return to Nomanisan Island. Like I said, things are heating up. We only got 2 more levels of story left, and then it'll be into the action of free roam / free play to get all them collectibles. All right, you know the drill. As always, until next time.